And you'll see when we get back on the milling machine how I'm going to set that 3/32 milling cutter in exactly the right position. So the first step, we drill the top hole in the open position. Second step, once again, we use the blade as a drill guide in the closed position, and we find that to be, let me take a look at it, a little bit right there, pretty close. Drill once again right through the handle. Bottom hole. I now have 2 holes, in this case 3/32, because I'm using that size for my stop pin. So that's what I've got to begin with. Okay, next step, I'm going to mill. Now, I'm not going to do it now because it makes too much noise and it takes too much time. But basically, I'm going to mill the slot between the 2 holes that I've drilled. I'm going to use a 3/32 end mill. I'm going to start at one end, and I usually do it in stages, taking off maybe 10 or 15 thousandths at a time, not much more than that. Now, if I'm using a 3/32 end mill, and I'm using a 3/32 stop pin, at this stage, the blade basically won't move because there's no clearance between the pin and the slot. It's the same size, and it's going to jam. So what I'll do on the milling machine is I'll move the whole table on the x-axis, and you'll see why it's going to be the x-axis, about 15 thousandths forward and 15 thousandths back. Let me get my little red pencil here. This is my favorite pointer, actually. So I want to move, after I've milled the center track, I want to move the table back 15 thousandths and forward 15 thousandths. That'll give me 30 thousandths clearance for the stop pin to move in the track. Without rubbing, without bouncing on anything, it'll be just perfect. So now we're going to go over to the milling machine, and I'm going to give a little show on how to center the rotary table.